everybody, it's Britnee
and Shelly,
and we're coming to you live from the pool out here, soaking up some rays, enjoying our coconuts. And we were just discussing how we've had a lot of people contacting us in regards to how to start the raw food lifestyle.
Lots of beginners.
Yeah, lots of beginners, and at first, it's really overwhelming, so there's lots of questions, and we love to answer them and love to help all of you out there, so we decided, let's make a vid. So we're going to go over a few points today to share with you guys for the beginners out there, give you some tips.
If you have any more questions, feel free to send them to heartsinyourfood.com or find our Facebook page, which will be underneath this video here, and send us any questions that you have. We'll be happy to try and help.
Okay, so when to start? Start today, start next week, start next month? When is a big question that a lot of people ask. That's a lot of people ask. So we were discussing, you definitely want to do it during a stress-free time.
Yeah.
If you want to start today, cool, awesome, start today. If you want to plan it out a little bit more, if that's your route, then you can do that as well. Maybe a vacation, a 3-day weekend. Especially for that first week, the beginning is pretty crucial, I'd say, because you're going to have cravings, you're going to go through withdrawals, detox, maybe a time where, you're not going to be tempted by other things.
Yeah.
Definitely not around Christmas is probably not a good time to start, or any other holiday.
Yeah, I did start mine the day after Christmas. I made sure to, get all the other stuff out of the way. So, remember, when you start this, especially a lot of moms out there, we're always used to taking care of other people before ourselves. This is the time, and listen closely, to be super selfish, okay? You need to do what you need to do to become the healthiest you that you can be. Because if you do not, then how are you supposed to take care of the rest of your family? Just keep that in mind and just be selfish. Don't feel bad because you're buying, organic whatever, or taking the time to prepare food and maybe not cleaning the bathroom or something stupid like that. Just do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Also, and this is a big one, stay close to a bathroom, always, because when you first start, you're going to be cleaning out. And I know, like, a lot of people that do juice fasts, they're in the bathroom quite a bit. So, even for me, I think my first juice fast was 2 years in, and I had to stay next to a bathroom at all times. So, you can either dive in cold turkey. It reminds me of Superstar, that movie, when the very first scene when she goes to get into the pool, and she's like, you can either put your toe in, or you could just jump in, and she just jumps in, of course, because she's crazy like that. But, you can either go cold turkey, which is actually what I did the day after Christmas. I just went, screw it, all I'm eating is fruits and vegetables, and that's what I did. Or you can do it gradually, like start with breakfast first, and then eat normally throughout the day, and then, the next week do breakfast and lunch, and then eat a normal dinner, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner, and, everything else in between. So
a big one. Definitely knowledge up. Do some research. Why are you doing this? And always have that in the back of your head, especially, when, you're having that craving, or you want to go back to the meat, the cheese, what have you. Always go back to that and remember in the back of your head, okay, why am I doing this? Why did I start this? And finish out at least that first week so you can see how you feel, just a difference. Always go back to the effects it's going to have on your health. All the good and positive things that will come out of this if you just stick with it, and just always have that in the back of your head. When I'm having a rough day and I want that chocolate, or I want, I always think, okay, I started this for a reason. I have that goal, and I have my motivation, and I just keep that in the back of my head.
And remember, it gets better. It's just rough at first, but I'd say maybe, I know one of my friends is doing it right now, and she commented that the 8th day, I think it got better for her. I mean, and again, everybody detoxes at their own rate,
Yeah, everyone's different. Maybe like once a week, watch a video, something that's going to keep you inspired and motivated, and just continually remind I find that helps me a lot as far as like with my fitness goals. That's a big thing for me. Sometimes I love to work out, sometimes I don't. So just, constantly having that information, and keeping it in the back of my head keeps me motivated and keeps me on the right track.
Yeah.
So that helps me.
Yeah, and maybe instead of sitting down in front of the television with your big salad or whatever you're eating for dinner, sit down in front of your computer and turn on heartsinyourfood.com and listen to our videos and be inspired. or, you know, there's plenty of much larger gurus out there with the raw food. We're just here to help you start, and then you can move along if you'd like. But, you know, just sit down with your big bowl of salad and turn on some videos, be inspired. A lot of good things to look at are before and after photos. I know a lot of people post those online about how they start with the raw foods and then they show their progression with their photos, and that's pretty inspiring, so you could try that. But just remember that every person's detox, like I said before, is unique to them. It just depends on what kind of a diet you ate before. I didn't really have very many detox symptoms other than just I had to stay close to the bathroom. That was it, basically.
Cravings.
Yeah, just cravings. But for every craving, there's always a replacement food. So you may have a healing crisis. Let's say you have acne, and you're trying to get rid of that with the raw foods, which will eventually, you know, it'll go away. It might get a lot worse before it gets better. So just know that.
It's cleansing it. It's trying to come out.
Everything's coming out. Your skin is they call it the third kidney, because if you can't detox from your kidneys, it's going to come out of your skin. But just remember, you're on a path, so you can have your little peaks and your little valleys, and some days you're going to feel awesome, and some days you're going to feel like crap. So just get used to it. Pick a time to start.
Stick it out. Just stick it out.
Just pick a time to start where none of that stuff matters, and you can go to bed when you want to go to bed, or, you know, whatever. Just do it, and you'll be glad that you did.
So I say to start, you want to commit to at least 1 week. Just 1 week. Be selfish. You know, commit to this. If, you know, improving your health is something that you want to do, 1 week, it's like the fog will lift, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, like, I feel so amazing. Like, this is only in 1 week. Like, can you imagine if I keep going, how much better I'm going to start feeling? So I would say 1 week.
Yeah, I think for me, I said on a prior video, it was like 5 days, and I was like, whoa, what just happened? I could wake up. Like, I couldn't usually get out of bed. I was like, oh God, it's morning again. I have to get up. And now I'm just like, bing, and I'm just awake. You know, it's a really bizarre feeling. You can't really explain it until it happens to you. So, anyways, a couple other pointers. Let's see. Pick 2 recipes a week to try. You'll find out, well, as I did, because I'm a crazy person in the grocery store, that I think I have to buy everything because it won't be there tomorrow. I don't know what my problem is. I don't buy jewelry. I don't buy clothes. I buy food. That's all I do. So, try 2 recipes a week. You'll be surprised to find out that you won't eat as much as you normally do. Pre-made foods and packages and stuff, they have no nutrition, and so your body doesn't get those full signals. Your stomach can be completely full of food, but you're still not getting the nutrition that you need, and your body knows it, and so it's not telling you to stop, you know. So, always remember that a giant salad should be, you know, the base of either your lunch or your dinner. That should be one of your biggest meals of the day, is a great big giant salad. And when I say giant, I mean as big as you want. Just eat it and eat it and eat it. It's fine.
When we first started, you know, we would do a lot. When I first started, I would do a lot of salads. And so that first week, you know, I made myself this big, I was just starving, and I made this big, huge salad, and I couldn't even finish half of it. Like, I got full so fast, and I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't believe how full I got off the salad. I'm like, this just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
But it does fill you up a lot faster.
Yeah. And you will get full faster, and it's weird. You won't get, we like to call it like the coma feeling. Like, I don't like to use the word satisfied because you're not really satisfied. You're just so like, duh, after you eat, you know, a standard American diet. Like, think of Thanksgiving. When you're done with Thanksgiving, you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so full. And it's that, I want to liken it to like a comfort feeling. Like, I don't know, like you just took a big food hug or something, you know. But that's not what you're supposed to feel like after you finish eating. Also, I don't really eat giant meals anymore. When you start, it's funny why we recommend the 2 recipes a week. You think that you need a meal at dinner every night, but you really don't, because if you pick 2 recipes a week, they stretch much farther than you think that they will, especially if you're the only one doing raw in your household. I could eat off of 1 recipe for probably a week. You just don't need that much food. It's so nutrient dense, you just don't have to eat as much of it. Just remember that the amount of food that you need to eat is going to depend on your personal physical activity level. I do not need to eat as much as Brittany because at the moment I'm allergic to the gym and I have not went in like 3 weeks, probably more. I'm probably lying right now. But I don't know what it is. Me in summertime in the gym just do not go together. And Britnee is going through the education for her personal trainer's license, and so she's constantly working out and doing stuff. She needs to eat a lot more than I do, a lot more calories. So just keep that in mind.
I would suggest to start with the fruits and vegetables that you know and that you eat now and that you like them. Start with those. Before you get into all these other... There's some fruits and vegetables I didn't even know existed, or the names of them I do now. But start with what you like and what you're familiar with. And gradually, venture out into new fruits and vegetables. And your taste buds, your palate will change. Mm-hmm. And you will start to like I hated tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Now I just want to eat them like candy. I don't... Just pop them. The little cherry tomatoes, I love them. I know it's crazy how your taste buds change and you start to like all these new fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I read somewhere that it takes, if you're trying to get a child to like a food, it takes them like 15 times to become accustomed to it or even begin to like it. 15 times trying it, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. When we started this, my husband hated anything green. He was repulsed. He literally would gag.
He would almost
throw up.
It was hilarious.
Okay. But now to say he loves anything green. He loves his greens. It's pretty amazing how you don't think, but
we thought,
it's you reprogram yourself. You like all these, it's
when we first started and we were trying to feed him food, we would just oh man, this is going to be an uphill battle at this one. And eventually he caught on. So. I just want to really stress the point about the food coma feeling. I said earlier that it's like getting a big food hug. You will not feel that anymore. And it is going to feel weird. And it might even feel sad. And this is very different when you eat raw foods. You don't get that. A lot of people like that feeling because it's comforting, I guess.
Makes you want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Makes you want to do nothing.
But yeah, it kind of makes you forget about everything. You're just like, ooh, you're so dumbed down, kind of. Raw food doesn't do that to you. You're going to need to get up and run. Mm-hmm. You're going to need, of course, right now, like I said, the gym. No, I'm not going. It's too hot.
You really don't realize, the big part that food plays in your life, your everyday life, the pleasure, the satisfaction you get, the addiction.
It really is addicting.
You don't realize it. And now looking back at myself now, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how did I let myself get like that?
Yeah.
Why did I think that was okay to do to myself, every day?
Well, yeah, because we're just programmed from birth. That's what you do. You eat, just like I was talking about when I go to my mom's house. Oh my gosh, I would just want to eat. And now Beto, it's so funny, Beto comes over, Brittany's husband, at my house, and he's just tearing open cupboards and
he's never ate in his life.
It's so funny. He's like, why do I always do this when I come to your house? Mm-hmm. So, it's a lot of food cravings are about comfort, and everybody just needs to recognize that. And, a lot of food, a lot of eating is obviously emotional. I know I do it really bad when I get bored. It's horrible. So I have to really keep my wits about me when I walk into the kitchen and I have to ask myself, am I really hungry or am I just bored? And most of the time the answer is bored, and I try to walk away. It doesn't work all the time, but, what are you going to do? If the worst thing you eat is an apple or, a banana or whatever, then I guess you're doing okay.
Okay, so holidays. Holidays, my first Christmas and Thanksgiving, that was extremely difficult because you have all that food and your mouth's just watering and nothing the holidays. But you gotta stay focused.
Yep.
You gotta...
It's just one day.
It's just one day, and prepare for that day. Hey, I'm gonna bring a salad with me, or I'm gonna prepare this dish, to share with everybody else.
Make sure you bring vegan things, Bring something that will fill you up and also that other people will try. Even if it's cooked, if it's vegan, you have to be flexible at this time. And, if you want to just try to keep it vegan. I know a lot of people put butter in their potatoes and stuff like that. So try to stay vegan, But, if you're going to take a spoonful of something, it's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. I do feel really bad when I do stuff like that because I don't want to harm animals, in any way, shape, or form. But I don't know. I don't think your spoonful is going to change anything. So
just as long as you stay, as long as that doesn't put you over the edge and makes you go back.
I wouldn't, run up and grab a turkey leg and run around the house eating turkey or anything like that. But
if you want some potatoes or some yams,
or
something still gonna be vegan, then if that's the worst you do that day, you're doing all right.
But try to bring a vegan dessert. That way you have a dessert. Be the guy who brings a salad, giant salad. Vegan salad dressing. One of my favorite things is to make a big giant salad and toss it with stuff before, I usually use olive oil, lemon juice, and kosher salt, and just toss that, and everybody loves it. It's just this big giant salad, and that's the dressing. So, I've never heard a complaint out of that, and that way there's something that you can eat. Just grab a plate and fill it up with salad and sit down and have a good time,
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the evil, evil, evil craving. Boo. So in that, my first week of transitioning, it was horrible. Horrible cravings. I wanted bread. I wanted everything. Because I was focusing and concentrating on the things I couldn't have.
Yeah. Boo-hoo, poor me. I can't do this. I can't do that.
Yeah, that was like my main focus. And I went through a lot of withdrawal, a lot of cravings. But we're going to share our tips with you guys instead of dwelling on what I can't have. Focus on the delicious and healthy fruits and vegetables that you can eat. Oh my gosh, I could eat all this watermelon. I can eat as much of this as I want. Try to focus on that rather than, oh, I can't have that. And I don't like to use the word can't, that I can't have it. I like to think it as, I'm choosing not to have that because I know the effects of that.
And once you get through that and you realize, oh my gosh, I've made myself, a million times healthier, you're like, duh, stupid, it's so simple. Sometimes, the simplest things are the best things, so keep that in mind.
And, be aware that, if you are going through a craving just so bad, there's always a raw replacement. It isn't going to be the exact same, although some things are pretty darn close.
Yeah.
There's probably always a raw replacement for that if you are really having that craving. Right now, I think Mom's rubbing off on me. We're going through some stuff.
Yeah. Right now, I don't know why. I am not upset about anything. There's no reason to be not going to the gym. And I will confess right now, I have eaten baked potatoes. And
dun dun dun.
And jalapenos. Together. You would think I was pregnant. I am not. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know what the deal is. I want baked potatoes and jalapenos. So, I have been very sad about this and really beating myself up because I feel like I'm sitting here telling everybody, oh, you eat fruits and vegetables, that's all you need. Well, you know what? Right now I need baked potatoes and jalapenos. It's not like I'm eating, a roast beef sandwich. I'm eating a freaking potato, and I'm beating myself up. So I realized I went a little over the edge with this, and it's okay. I'm going to eat a baked potato. It's just not raw, but it's vegan. It's not harming anyone. It's not hurting me. It's doing something that I need right now. I don't know what it is. I think Dr. Morse talked about it in one of his videos where he needed to eat potatoes to get over some craving. I don't know what it was, but he ate potatoes for a while and it eventually goes away. And, sometimes it happens where you're just like, oh my God, I'm all about watermelon, and all you'll eat is watermelon for days. Like, you're just like, oh, I need watermelon right now. And so I'm kind of just trying to listen. It could be because with the jalapenos, it could be salt because they are packaged prepared jalapenos, like you would put on nachos or something. So it could be a salt issue for me. Like, I'm just wanting the salt, so I kind of need to weigh that out a little bit. But the baked potato thing, I'm not concerned. It's going to go away. I know it. I just have to get through it. What are you eating right now?
And she's rubbing off on me.
You can blame it on me now.
I had a potato, and I made, and this is so horrible that we're like so guilty about this.
I know.
But I had a potato, and I had made this cheese sauce. But it was vegan. I made this vegan cheese sauce. Well, I know it's raw. It's raw, actually. Yeah. It's a raw cheese sauce. And I put that on the potato, and then I put some cooked broccoli on there, and I just wanted it. And so I had it. And then I felt so bad. Like, I text Mom a picture of it, but, like, I felt bad doing that. Like, even telling you that I ate that. Like,
it's horrible. It's like, so dumb. It's a freaking potato. Like, get over yourself. It's okay. So anyway, we just want to confess to you that it's not always easy. And you might want to eat a potato one day. So eat the damn potato.
And don't beat yourself up, you know. It's just a potato.
It's just stupid. It'll go away, and it always does. You know, I find, like, especially, like, if you're craving, like, I don't know, whatever it is. When we went on our juice fast, I would be like, oh my God, I'm just about to eat. And then I'd go in the refrigerator and get the juice out and drink the juice, and I was fine. Like, it is such a mind game in your head that you think you need this and you think you need that, and you know, you just don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll get through it, though. So, please forgive us. We're not perfect. I never will be perfect. I will always confess my sins. So, anyways, that's that.
And with you, if you're craving a lot of sweet things, the best thing, you know, make a raw vegan dessert or just fruit, the sweet fruits, like dates. Super sweet, like candy. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Mangoes, super sweet fruit. You know, try to go that route. And if that doesn't, you know, please that sweet tooth, then, you know, try a raw dessert or
I always
something.
try to have the carob peanut butter freezer fudge in the freezer in case I'm just, you know, over the top or whatever. And I'll eat it on a daily basis. I don't care. I'm eating it. It tastes good. So I'm a girl. We need chocolate.
So that's it. Especially when the time of month comes around. That's when I just think I need to eat everything, and I really don't. Also, you want to make sure that you are hydrated at all times. Coconuts are a really good drink to have for that hydration.
Especially if you work out a lot. Like
yeah. I love me some coconuts.
Nature's Gatorade. That's what we call
it. We do. Also, just water. You want to add in that lemon. Every day when I get up, within 10 minutes of getting up, I have a big old glass of water with fresh squeezed lemon juice. Lemon's very, very alkalizing. One of the most alkalizing things you can have for your body. So I put that in. I try to put that in my water. Even I throw it in my smoothies.
Yeah.
So make sure to incorporate that. And then also, you want to be prepared. I always think ahead. I'm always preparing for what to come next.
It's maddening. You have to think 2 steps ahead.
So if you know you're gonna, you know, go to town or to the store and it's gonna be a little while, like right now, I have to eat like every 2 hours. Like with all my working out, I'm just like constantly like, oh, I'm hungry. So if I know I'm going to go somewhere, I'll take a smoothie with me. Or one day we were out shopping and we were like starving and we ran to Target and got like bundles of bananas.
Yeah. And we were eating. As soon as we stepped out of Target, man, we were opening up those bananas and just shoving them in our face, and we were like, oh my God, people probably think we're crazy.
But I always have like my little trail mix with me in my car, or if I know I'm going somewhere, you know, bring some fruit or a smoothie if I know I'm going to be out.
Or little, like, sometimes you can make, like, little balls, some kind of, like, a cookie or something like that. But, like, in the beginning, when we'd go out to dinner, because I was the only one raw for a year and a half, we'd go out to dinner, and I would put, this is so embarrassing to everybody, but I would always know when I go out to eat I can have a salad. That's okay. But normally the salad dressings aren't vegan, so I would make salad dressing. I would put it in a little squirty thing and put a plastic over the top so it wouldn't leak in my purse. And then I would bring an avocado. And then we'd be sitting at the table, and then all of a sudden they'd bring my salad, and I'd bust out my salad dressing and my avocado, and everybody would just be like, oh my God. And I was like, what? This is my meat. Avocado is my meat. You know, I have to. So be prepared. Don't be embarrassed. If they don't cater to what you need, bring it yourself. And if they have a problem with it, then don't eat there again, because that's stupid.
Yeah.
So.
And also, I was going to mention, a lot of people ask me, like, when I tell people, like, you know, my eating habits or whatnot, they always ask, well, what do you do when you go out to eat? Like, that's, like, the number one concern. But honestly, I really don't eat out that much. Yeah. Occasionally, like, our big day out is, like, Chipotle.
Yeah. Chipotle has a really good salad.
Or Whole Foods buffet, you know, we really don't go out to eat much. One they don't have what I want. 2, it's super expensive when I could prepare something way more healthier and tastier in my own kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I really don't eat out much, and if I do, I'll have a salad, but...
We eat at, like, Revive Cafe. I've been there in Fresno. They're fantastic. Look up their Facebook page. It's Revive Cafe.
Yeah, I have yet to go because she went without me.
Sorry.
I got my feelings hurt, but I understood it was, you know, girls' day, whatever.
And we go to Jamba Juice, and their all-fruit menu. You can eat that. I'm trying to think of places I can eat, and that's pretty much it.
Typically when we go places, like if I do go out with my friends or whatever, like I'll order something off the menu and change it completely to meet what I want.
Yeah.
You know, I want this. Can you put this?
When we went to Baja Fresh just opened in Hanford. Woo, we got a Baja Fresh. And we just had to like totally redo their menu. We were like, no, we don't want that, and we do want this, and blah blah blah. And so yeah, you kind of have to be a little pushy. But oh, and then I know Tommy Lou's opened. And I went in and talked to the owner, and she was talking about maybe some raw stuff, but they definitely do have vegan choices. It's Tommy Lou's. It's in Little's Corner next to the Heavenly Touch massage place. We go there a lot. So if you want to check out that, maybe look up their menu online. So.
Okay. Smoothies.
Yay!
That's my favorite thing. I love smoothies. I just love them. I love everything about them. They're quick. They're easy, they're simple, clean up, rinse out the blender, you're done. And you can just pack all kinds of stuff in there, man. Yeah. And you can't even like, you don't want to throw in spinach, cabbage, romaine lettuce, you can throw it in there and you don't even,
that's how she hid all of the green stuff from Beto in the beginning.
Yep, I hid it. My husband could not, you know, like I said earlier, he was repulsed by anything green, so I would just stick it in that smoothie and you would never know.
And when you're making a smoothie, if you can't stand the taste of it, I'll tell you 2 fruits that really help in the taste department. The second to best is pineapple. It really helps cover up the taste of stuff. And the very number 1 thing that covers up yuckiness, if you don't like greens, is raspberries. Raspberries seem to make everything better. I don't know what it is. We get our frozen fruit at Trader Joe's in Fresno. They seem to have the best prices, and we go up there to get stuff at Whole Foods that nobody carries here, or we can't get online or something. And oh my gosh, Trader Joe's has the best price on dates. They're not organic, but they're fantastic. They're like $3.69 for, was it a pound?
I think so.
I think it's a pound. But anyway, we get our dates up there, and it's like, you know, we don't, like I said, I don't do jewelry shopping. I don't do clothes shopping. I'm not really that way, but we get so excited when we go to Trader Joe's. Because that's the only thing that we like really spend money on, and so we have like a weekly or bi-weekly trip. We go to Fresno, and so anyways, that's our fun. But so those are just a couple of little tips on grocery stores.
And smoothies, especially when I'm going places, I'll pack them in a cooler, and they're just awesome. I love smoothies.
Yeah, get yourself one of those little, what are they called, chest mates or whatever, and you flip the top open. You can just get some, you know, ice packs to put in the bottom and carry your smoothies with you. If you're going on a trip, that's awesome. You don't have to stop. You don't have to worry about stopping for fast food. It's right there, and it's, you know, way better for you.
So one of the big things a lot of people ask are money. Is it expensive? Do you find yourself, you know, spending a lot more doing this lifestyle? So we'll let Miss Moneybags over here
no, I'm not far from Miss Moneybags, but I am on a budget. Normally I give myself $350 for groceries for 2 weeks, but that includes like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, anything that I need for the household, including food. I try to stick to $350. Usually I go a little over, but it's not that big of a deal. I have a unique situation where well, it's probably not very unique. I mean, sometimes people in the house aren't all raw anyway, so I'm the only like hardcore raw foodist. Brendan and Maddie are vegan. Well, pretty much when they're here. I don't know what Brendan does when he's not around, but I try to keep it as close to vegan as I can. Maddie gets very excited when I take her to get a donut once a week. She's like, you thought I bought her a diamond ring or something.
Or millet.
Yeah. We went to Whole Foods and she wanted this cereal. It was made out of millet. There's no sugar on it, no nothing. It looks like a dried up cornflake. She was so excited. She was calling people on the phone, telling them that.
She was sending picture text messages.
She was sending picture text messages that I bought her millet cereal. So, oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't hate me in a few years from now. Oh gosh. So anyways, like I said, I am on a budget. I schedule $350 a week for food, and that's everybody's food. So I don't think that in fact, I'm probably spending way less. You know, Brittany and I have a little secret that we do on Mondays. We go to something in Hanford called the Monday Sale, and people come in from Mexico or wherever with their fruits and vegetables, Los Angeles. They come in and they sell them there, and like, for example, I can get like this giant basket of avocados, like 7 or 8 in a basket, and it's $2. $2. One avocado at Save Mart is $2. So if you don't mind the crowds and the heat, go out to the Monday Sale, get yourself some good deals.
Or your local flea market.
Yeah, oh my gosh, farmers markets are excellent. We went to the one in Fresno one Saturday, and you could get like bundles of kale for $1, dinosaur kale, and and strawberries. And I was talking to some of the growers, and I was like, okay, is this organic? And they're like, well, we're not organically or USDA organic certified because it does cost quite a bit of money to get that certification, but they don't spray. So, you know, just ask the grower and see what they do to how they raise their crops. But everything there was fantastic, and it was a high quality, and I was really happy with it. So check your farmers markets.
Right.
So you might notice some things have changed in this video. Different hair, different angle. We had a little problem with some technical difficulties, so we're having to shoot this over. But anyhow, what we were talking about, our last segment was going to be about expenditures. We're talking in regards to appliances. We have dehydrator, food processor, Vitamix, juicer, and a spiruli. I think the Vitamix is the most important. To collect all these things, you can either do it all at once like I did, because I was really sick and I did not care how much money I spent. I just wanted to feel better, and so I bought everything all at once. I think I spent about $800 on all those things. You can get a lot of them at our site. You just follow the Amazon link for most of them, and then the Vitamixes, we have a special on there we are now Vitamix distributors. So if you click the picture on the main page of heartsinyourfood.com, there's a special code that allows you to get free shipping. We can't give the code out. It's against the rules for us. But if you just go to the website, it'll be there. Just click the photo, and it'll automatically enter the code into your cart when you purchase it. And the reconditioned machines are still $329, I think. So that's a really good deal. So if you're interested, check there.
Yeah, I highly suggest the Vitamix, not just because we're distributors, but because they're an awesome, awesome product. Great for blending anything. I make smoothies for my sister, and she's like, it's just not the same. I follow your exact ingredients, but you know, the smooth of the, you know, when it blends up is just amazing.
It's nothing like it.
Yeah. So I highly suggest the Vitamix. You know, or if you want to accumulate your appliances slowly, like I did. I got my Vitamix first, and then I slowly started accumulating different appliances. You know, when my birthday rolled around or Christmas, I was like, hey Mom, this looks really cool, I want this. So either way, whatever best works for you. We really hope that these tips have helped you guys to make you motivated and to start with this lifestyle. We've had recently a lot of people contacting us, say that they want to start right away. So that's awesome. It makes us so happy.
Yeah.
And we hope that you guys really are dedicated and just do, you know, the 1 week, and you will feel so amazing, and it'll just keep you going. So to all the beginners out there, good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us anytime through our Facebook page or through heartsinyourfood.com. There's a contact us link there, and we would be more than happy to help you with any questions that you have.
Yep. So till next time, this is Shelly
And Brittany
with heartsinyourfood.com. Have a good day, you guys. Remember, eat something green.
Stay healthy, friends.